Welcome, everyone. My name is Mary Foley, and I'm here with two good friends, Kim Brundage and Shannon Loy. And we are three business women who have been slugging it out, just like you have, due to the COVID-19 quarantine. We've lost some clients, we've gained some other ones, and we have figured out how to keep our businesses alive because we refuse to let go of our dreams. We've each worked really hard to build successful businesses based on a foundation for us to continue to grow. And we've leaned on each other and we've leveraged each other's expertise, not only during this quarantine time, but for years before. And it is paying off in really these crazy times. And now here in the United States, we're starting to reopen for business. And we want to share with you from our experience, 12 actions that we totally believe that you can do today to still be open for business tomorrow. Now, we know your time is limited, and we want to quickly share these 12 actions. And we want to give you an opportunity that if you want to dive deeper into any of them, well, we're going to give you an opportunity how to do that with each one of us. So let's get started. First, just who are we exactly? Well, as I mentioned before, my name is Mary Foley, and as a business coach, I rev up women entrepreneurs with the clarity and the confidence, consistency, and community to generate the revenue they really want. And what I love about what I do is seeing women throw on their red cape and replace confusion with clarity and shift their anxiousness into confidence. Oh my gosh, it's just wonderful to see and to feel. Now, Shannon. Hey, Shannon.
Hey.
Shannon Loy is all things social media and began building her expertise while she was serving as the PR director for a local music venue here in Richmond, Virginia, called The Tin Pan. She now owns and runs her own social media agency called The Social Ginger. You notice her ginger hair. She and her team are passionate about helping small and mid-sized businesses build their brands through social media via coaching and monthly management and workshops. What she personally loves about social media is its ability to equally level the playing field for small businesses. And then there's Kim Brundage. Hey, Kim.
Hey.
Kim is here in Richmond, Virginia, and she is Richmond's premier personal branding and executive portrait photographer. She has the most 5-star reviews of any Richmond, Virginia photographer, and in 2019, won 3 prestigious awards for her photography. Kim is known for her ability to reveal her clients' authentic personal brand through guided exercises developed as a seasoned marketing executive. What Kim loves about personal branding is providing creative ways for her ideal clients to connect with your brand visually. In fact, Kim is going to kick off our 12 actions that you can do today to still be in business tomorrow. Kim, take it away.
Thank you, Mary. As all of us have experienced, our businesses haven't been completely closed, but we are in a new normal as we move forward. And so we want to share our top 12 actions that you can take. So my focus is branding, and I'd like to share with you the 3 C's of branding. Action step number 1 is clarity. What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on what you love? When I have been doing branding consults with clients, they have, when we look at their website, is the most important thing that you want to work on, the thing that really revs your juices the most, first and foremost on your website. Are you attracting your ideal client that way on what you do, what you love? Action 2 is consistency. And what I like to look at is your brand standards. Are you using the fonts and your colors? Are they consistent throughout? I met with a client and they were using all kinds of fonts, different colors, and it creates confusion. And as you know, a confused mind doesn't buy. And how do you show up when you speak? And I like to default to your 3 to 5 words and use those. Mine are authentic, beautiful, and playful. And my written word and my visual imagery conveys that. Action step number 3 is connection. Are you connecting with people in an authentic way? And there's the head versus the heart. And so when you're able to be vulnerable and show up as yourself, then people will connect more with you with your heart versus just the technicality of the head. So I would like to turn it over to the amazing Shannon Loy. She has been instrumental in helping me with my social media. Take it away, Shannon.
Thanks, Kim. I'm going to start with action number 4, and that is to review and improve your current social media and digital presence. It's now more than ever, it's important to take a moment and audit what you have currently been putting out there and look at ways in which you can improve. You're going to need to think about what are you currently doing that's working, what might not be working, how are you going to adjust that? How can you improve? Is it maybe consider updating your website? Is it hiring a professional photographer to capture some new images that you can use on your website and your social media? For example, Kim Brundage actually did the images that you will see through this presentation for myself as well as Mary. Think about hiring a professional photographer to capture those images for you. The next would be think about what tools or resources that will help you actually improve, right? So the next thing we want to think about, which is action number 5, which is communicate. This quote right here really resonated with me. I wanted to share it with you. This is not the season to actually be quiet. This is the season to communicate. And I can't emphasize that enough, because you want to think about how are you reaching your potential clients and customers at this particular time. You want to let your customers know, how is your business being impacted right now with COVID? Are you open? Are you closed? Are you doing takeout? Have you amended the things that you're doing for your services to accommodate the current times? Keeping your customers up to date is pivotal at this point, because they have to know how you're operating. Otherwise, they can't do business with you. How are you also getting involved with helping maybe those other business owners or community or the community in general? Let people know that information. And most importantly, how can they purchase things from you? And action step number 6, you want to think about recalibrating your marketing message. Consider the brand building activity of how are you helping others in a way that works, right? Putting yourself out there as a business that cares, that, whether it be the cleaning steps that you're doing to keep your customers safe or your employees safe. Think about how are you helping in a way and bringing your branding forward. Let the customers know that you appreciate them and care about them, and how are you helping them, that you're there for them. And then consider evaluating and recalibrating your messaging to reflect the services that you're doing at this time. But I get this question a lot. Hey, can I actually market and promote myself right now? Absolutely, you can do that. But just think about how you're approaching it and consider your pricing and current needs of your clients or customers. And from there, I'm going to turn this over because Mary is going to continue on with action number 7.
Thanks, Shannon and Kim. And you're right, Shannon, you have great photos and images that you use again and again. Love how you're using it today. These are additional photos, as you said, that Kim has captured of me, and playful. She lives up to the playful, people. I am telling you, it's one of her branding standards. So one of the biggest things about generating revenue in any business, and it's important now more than ever, is to focus on the biggest client problems that you can solve. So we all get paid to solve problems, right? But think about right now, what are the biggest problems that you can solve for your clients? And the bigger, the better, because those are going to be most urgent. Those are going to be the ones they're going to be willing to pay for, find the funds for. And also you have to think about, well, can I get it done for them today? And so here's the thing. What you might have said several months ago about the biggest problems I could solve may have changed. So you have to really reach out to some of your previous clients, your current clients, and say, what are your biggest problems now? Focus on what can you do to solve them, or partially even solve them. So that is action number 7. Action number 8 is identify what you can do virtually. Here's the thing. We all had to get online, and we all had to do things new and digitally because of the quarantine. That's not going away. So as we reopen, Do not assume that you're just going to go back to all the communication that in the way that you did it before. Whether it is using social media in ways you hadn't before, whether it's using, let's say, Zoom, what we're using right now to record this, whether it's training, whether it's presentations, all of this isn't going to go away. And now everybody is more familiar with it. So the advantage here, and as you reopen, is what can I continue to do virtually or start to do virtually that I haven't before? Things that are going to add convenience, things that are going to save also convenience to your clients and your customers, save time and money, which is going to be helpful for you and your bottom line. And also things that are going to continue to say it's safe to communicate and continue to get things done. So think about what can you do virtually. Number 9 is celebrate the little things with your clients, customers, and tribes. You know, it may not have been a little thing you thought in the past to go into a restaurant of choice and have dinner, except if maybe it was like a big fancy dinner, right? But now just being able to go to a restaurant and sit down at a table and get served, and even though it's a limited menu, have it where when people, if you have a physical place that you come in and you celebrate the fact that they're there, so good to see you, welcome them. You know, you can't give them a hug, but you can give them a big smile and you can communicate right there. But you can also do exactly the communication like Shannon was doing, and in a celebration kind of mode. One of the things I've been doing is I have been focusing on, for my clients, kind of basically celebrating their successes during this quarantine and using social media to do that, to both show them off, but to encourage others. And I want that, and celebrating the successes, but also celebrating, we're back in business. We can help you again. You can get your hair done. Isn't this fantastic? Celebrate and recognize those. They may have seemed little in the past. They're not so little now. And they're a positive affirmation, versus the ones that are all the struggles that we have. So, you know, here's what happens. And I said about positive affirmations. We've just given you 9 different actions that you could do about your business, but we're all in business to stay in business, and our well-being is a big impact. Now, how you take care of your own well-being, it all depends upon, you know, what individually speaks to you. But we want to share with you one thing we're each doing that we think, for our own well-being, that we think may be helpful to you. And Kim, it's back to you. Action number 10. We know what it is. Positive affirmations, right?
That's right. And my favorite positive affirmation that I say to myself each day is, what magical and wonderful things will happen today? And I say that in the morning, and it just sets it up to the day to be positive. And then I look for it and I wait for it, and it comes. Each day, something magical and wonderful thing will happen. And so that's really helped carry me through some of these times where it's been difficult with these emotionals up and downs. So action number 11, Shannon.
So my big way to reduce stress, to get my mind off of things, is to stay active and try to eat healthy. And the way that I stay active, you can see this picture here. If you're from Richmond, you might recognize the murals in the background, but I ride my bike, and I love to ride my bike. In fact, last weekend, myself as well as Mary actually completed the Virginia Capitol Trail. We did 52 miles from Landing all the way to Jamestown. Kim Brundage is also an avid cyclist. Now, we have a little work to do to catch up to Kim, because she kind of kicks butt on the bike. But the biking thing is so important to me. And if I'm not biking, I'm walking. I'm doing something outside to stay active and clear my head. And the eating healthy part, so important, because I want to take care of my health, and I want to feed my body the nourishment that it needs to keep biking and to keep doing things and to keep running a business. And so, you know, healthy mind, healthy body equals a healthy business, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
So Mary, I'll let you take action number 12.
Will do. Okay. I like to call my biking the psychologist, right? Psychologist, which is, and action number 12, I thought a lot about this. Of all the things, the one thing that I keep coming back to, particularly during this time of the quarantine, and what I'm going to continue going forward with reopening, is to be thankful of what's going right. It's so easy to complain. It's so easy to focus on what's not going right, what's hard, what's difficult, what other blockers we have. Hey, I'm going to be realistic about them and look them in the eye and try to deal with them. But what has helped me is at the end of each day is to go, what are 3 things that went right today? 3 things that I'm grateful for. So, you can start out your day, like Kim says, and have a positive affirmation of, there's going to be some great, wonderful things happening today. I'm open to it. All right. During the day, you can eat healthy and get outside and get outdoors, maybe take a bike ride, all right, or walk. And then at the end of the day, go, what went right? And the funny thing is that each of us had what we came up with, and we didn't know it was going to be such a great sequence of events that potentially you could carry through your day. But I think one of the things that it says is that it is about what can you personally do to remain positive, to refocus on being positive, and to keep your mind and your body and your spirit healthy. You think that's true, gals?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, so true.
Well, and so we just gave 12 actions, right? That's a lot. We went through them quickly, but we believe very much that you didn't come this far to only come this far. You didn't create your business and really realize that dream to have it snatched out of your hands so quickly and easily. And we understand that there are situations where you may not have any control over that. But for the vast majority of people who can do something, and they do not want to give up on their dream, we say, you didn't come this far to come this far. We want to share these 12 actions, and we encourage you to at least take one and to dive deeper on one. And Shannon, I know that you have some more to say about that too.
Yeah, absolutely. Mary, it hit me right when COVID hit. I was like, I am not going to let this beat me down. I put 5 years in really long, hard hustle years. And I was not going to let this take my business down. And so this exact quote really resonated with me. And, we have to make this be a positive in some aspect. So, just the continuing to grind through is so important, because in the end, you're going to come out a lot stronger than you were when you started, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
Kim, I know you have a couple things to say about this.
Yeah, I think this is a great time to really focus on our community and think about what we can do to serve. And so the 3 offers that we have for you is us working to serve with you. So my offer is to offer a free brand consult. Look at an audit. We look at your website and how all your other branding assets work together. And I type up a sheet for you, and then you can have a checklist and go through that. And usually those are little tweaks that you can do and that don't cost you anything. And then there's some things that you may decide you need a web developer to go deeper for your website. How about you, Shannon?
Yeah, so I decided to put together a tips, tools, and resources to up your social media game resource guide. The guide is meant to give all of the nuggets of wisdom that I have accumulated over the years that help small businesses with their own social media. So if you're a DIYer and you need some help with your graphics, your video creation, your editing, and images, this is a great guide for that. And if you're interested in getting a copy of my guide, just make sure you go ahead and check the website link that's provided, and we'll get that right to you. Mary, how about you?
Love that, Shannon and Kim. And you're right. You're going to provide that link. I know that we're going to provide the link for Kim as well. And for me, I am giving away a free new video series that I'm putting together. And you just go to keepmycapeflying.com, right? Because if you've thrown on your red cape, all right, and it's been like wavering a little bit and it hasn't got enough of a breeze, I want to be that wind underneath your cape, red or not. I happen to like red a whole lot. But here's the idea of this video series. They're short videos. They're really practical tips of how to rev up your business and to really focus in again on who is your ideal client now. How have they changed? How do you connect with them? What do I need to do about my pricing? What do I need to do about all the different marketing options that are out there? How do I select that? I want to be very practical. This is the time that you can really get focused on your business in a new way, and what I like to call is double down on things that are working, because you know what, your cape can fly higher again. And I think the biggest thing is that you figure out, what do you need the most? We've been able to share with you some of our ideas on how to take action on those. If you need more social media, definitely connect with Shannon. If you're like, oh, I really am not sure about my brand, I need a review, I'm redoing my website, I think I got to really get it clear across all of my digital marketplace or digital footprint, you definitely talk to Kim. And if it comes to, oh my gosh, Mary, I just want to get really clear on what's going to make the most sense now to rev up my business and how to do that, then this is what this video series is about. Do you guys agree all that's right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we want to say thank you. We want to say thank you for watching and listening to this. We want to say thank you for sharing it with any colleague that you have that could use some encouragement, and that these ideas can help them too. And we want to say thank you most of all for not giving up.
Yes.
We are all in this together. We can come out of it. We are going to reopen, and if we really do the work, we will be stronger. So for myself, Kim, and Shannon, thank you for being a part of all of this.
Thank you.